Are you guys looking for a gaming PC? Well, today's sponsor can help you with that. Because Digital Storm has just restocked and reloaded with NVIDIA graphics cards. Digital Storm have had over 20 years experience of building performance computers and can provide you with the ultimate performance that you're looking for. Their products are meticulously engineered, tested and built with only the highest quality components. And they go through vigorous testing to make sure the PC meets the highest standards. Yeah, I know fancy words like meticulous and vigorous. Plus, if you equip it with NVIDIA RTX 30 series graphics cards, you'll experience the latest in performance gaming technology. We're talking about NVIDIA DLSS for more FPS and RTX On for better graphics quality. All of this can be found on a Digital Storm computer. And the wait is over. Digital Storm has restocked on NVIDIA graphics cards, so make sure to check out Digital Storm using the link below. 1,000 hours. That is how long I spent in total in my hardcore world. From massive farms to insane new creations, there is so much that I have done that can be explored. And that's what we're going to do. I feel like most people haven't watched every single episode of this entire series. But if you're one of the people that has, that is absolutely insane. So I'm sure there's a lot of creations in this world that you never knew existed. There are still a very, very small amount of signed 4,000 Days posters left on SB737.store, so make sure to get them whilst you can and enjoy the exclusive poster club. Thought we would start with my house. It's the very first building that I made in this world, as you'd expect, and it's probably not as extravagant as some of the other things over there, but it's a cool little thing. It's got my plushie here. You can also buy plushies, but off the store. But yeah, we've got him twirling. I mean, it's not even probably finished because we just have a creeper that lives over here, which, you know, maybe one day I'll change that. In fact, if you have any ideas what I could actually do with this room, perhaps I could make the creeper into a charged creeper, have some fun there. I've always wanted to maybe put an ocelot in there or something, then the creeper will constantly be running away in it. But that's kind of torture, so I feel bad. We've got the music disc wall as well, with all named ones. Now, just as a little warning, this is a 4,000 days world, not the 4,100 days world, okay? So don't expect some new things that I did in the very latest episode to be here, but there's a world download to this in the description as well, guys. The instructions on how to get the world are in the description for Java. And then coming downstairs, this here did used to be a beacon. Goes out the top of my house, but I ended up moving the beacon deep underground so that it could constantly change colours. You can see a bit of piston work going on down there, can't you? As the beacon changes colours. It's a really cool rainbow effect. I absolutely love it. From here, I've just kind of shoved all these mobs here that don't have a home. The Goat of Minecraft and Screamer, they live here. 2 Endermen in a boat, because I don't know why the Endermen are in a boat here. I think I just had a boat down and they wandered in or something. And then newest edition, is Leo the cat. Also, by the way, guys, just a warning, this is a copy of my world. Anything that happens here is not canon, okay? I can break those things. They won't be there because I've recorded on a newer version of this world since then. So this is not canon. If I die, it doesn't matter, all that stuff. You know, I'll endeavour not to though. But this is from the past. Speaking of from the past, this is my treasure room. Now, I guess Elytra are kind of treasures, and these heads as well are kind of treasure. I view more the dragon heads as being more treasury, probably, but the main treasure here, the main thing is the dragon egg, because there's only one of them in Minecraft. You can only get one. If I'd actually realised in 1.16.5 you can actually get 2, but one's enough for me. One is enough for me. there's a glitch you can get 2, but I never had a chance to do that. We've got the cool armour stands here. I think this is just regular armour. There's nothing, you know, crazy about it like my main armour where I had to downgrade my world and all that to get it. This is just very, very normal armour. And if we go downstairs, you probably saw this in the 4,000 days video, so I'm not going to dwell too much, but the cool portal room, custom portals. I didn't realise it's like the ether portal, that one, isn't it? if it was blue and watery, but a glowstone portal is very cool indeed. And then going around here, built this in 200 days. That's a long time ago, 200 days. And I was very proud of it because I made my first gold farm. And then to be able to make a room out of gold, I thought, how cool is that? So I just made, you know, very, very creative, wasn't it? Just made a full room out of gold. Actually did the same thing up here with emeralds when I got loads of them. Because I was like, well, I'm rich with emeralds. I'll just make an entire room out of emeralds. So that was what I did with that. I've also... Are they still angry up there? I can still hear them being annoyed. If we carry on working round, does anybody know what's down here? I don't think you know what's down here, do you? Well, if we just hop down this side, there we go. You're about to find out. Only OGs will remember what happened down here. So this actual bit that I mined round here was to be a slime farm. And then I discovered, I think this is a slime chunk. Anyway, ended up redesigning it. Wow, there's diamonds in here that I haven't even picked up. Look at that. Yep, diamonds for peasants, I suppose. Well, I still tend to get them a lot nowadays, don't I, though? Even if they are for peasants, they're cool to get. Well, the diamonds aren't. It's the diamond armor that's for peasants, that's to clarify. But do you know what happened here? I would say only Oh geez, once again, remember, I think this was 500 days. I battled 33 withers in here. What a battle that was. It's a lot harder than you think. More diamonds. I think withers are a great way to find diamonds, but that was a very, very stressful thing. This obviously was all bedrock, but then it got changed to deep slate because Minecraft changed. But yeah, cool little area. We've got a nice little tunnel there as well. If we go and head all the way back up, but just to clarify, I'm not going to cover every single little thing in my world. I'm going to cover a lot of things, but just kind of things that you maybe don't know about, or things that I built within 3,000 days. I've already been down there. We're not going down there again. Where are we going here? Oh, well, this takes us all the way down to the how did we get here room. Now, this could be sad, as the dolphin died. It looks like the dolphin that did live here has somehow died. I don't know how. What about the shulker? The shulker's still okay, though. What do we call him? Stupid. Yeah, you were stupid. The amount of time... I hated doing that with the shulkers. Transporting him here was the biggest nightmare of my life. But the dolphin's gone, but I don't know where. But yeah, this is the room that I had a little setup machine to do how did we get here. A lot of people have said that I have to redo how did we get here in 1.19, but for whatever reason, I don't. It doesn't make you do it because I'm guessing once you've got it once, it lets you keep the how did we get here. So I don't have to do that again. Thank goodness, because doing it with the deep dark sounds like it would be an absolute nightmare. If we go down here, this will actually take us to the villager trading room. Should we go and have a little look? Once again, this isn't the main trading room I use anymore. I have since made a new and improved one. But if we go along here, there we go. These all trade. You've probably seen it because I do still come here. Made it gold and emeralds again. I'm just not very creative with my builds, am I? And through here, sugarcane farm. Not my best one again. I've got a better one at spawn. But it still steadily away gets me sugarcane. Nothing crazy. Nothing massive. But sugarcane does come. Perhaps more importantly is the bamboo farm. Which again, steadily away gets me bamboo. Nothing crazy, but useful for scaffolding. The bamboo farm... I have a better one at spawn as well. I just kind of built farms and then improved them later on. Mushroom farm on the other hand. Look at that. All those mushrooms. If I ever need mushrooms, they're very useful. It's just a very simple farm as well. That if a mushroom spreads, instantly gets harvested, which is very, very nice. And now we'll go all the way back along here. Arrive at the next staircase, which is a very, very long one. I had to go deeply down because there's an aquarium over there. Little cocoa bean farm. You've probably seen that one. It's fairly recently built. And the chorus fruit farm. I forgot that I left my dogs down here. Sorry guys, you're just in this black void wondering what's going on, aren't you? But I really like the idea of using concrete to make the room look like a black void. You can't really tell. It just looks like this is a platform just floating in the middle of nowhere, which I really liked that for a room concept. So that's where we went with it. Very nice indeed. You just press this button. The whole thing harvests, as you can see. Very nice indeed. You do also end up with quite a lot of glow ink sacks. It's a little bit of a glow squid farm, this, by mistake, because, let's have we got any in here? Yeah, 5 glowing sacks. Sometimes squids just spawn in that bit of water. I don't know why, but then you just go ahead and pick them up and, well, and they die and then you get it. So it's a very cool little farm. I plan to build more things down here eventually, but at the moment, that is all we got. Thankfully, getting up out of here is a lot quicker than going down, which is good. And in here, the old furnace array. Again, don't use that now, because I did a cool build in about 3,500 days, maybe 600 days. And this is another furnace room. Again, don't use it that often, but when I need it, it's there. If we carry on round and then down this staircase, we've got the aquarium room, which is a room that needs finishing. I've had this, somebody said to me, SP, if you're planning on finishing a load of things, then this is a room that needs finishing, and they were right, because this wall I'm happy with. Maybe we don't need that many axles. In fact, I left rails now. This is a shambles, isn't it? We've got turtles down here. Are the fish still alive? Yeah, we've still got fish as well. Could probably get more tropical fish in there. But then I've got my blue axolotls, which is, again, is a cool thing. Blue axolotls, very, very rare. But they should have a bigger tank. And then there should be a big tank on here. We could get frogs in there or something maybe. I don't know, but definitely needs work. A lot of work. I'm not happy. I would like dolphins in there even. That could be cool, but the dolphins probably end up dying, so that's my main reason for not bringing dolphins anywhere. They end up dying. Portal room, of course you know about this, because I'm always going in the portal room, so we won't dwell on that too much. Nether wart room as well, not that interesting. You just press a button, harvest your nether wart, you end up with quite a lot. Very, very nice indeed. Press the button again, the water goes. Brewing room, again, you may have seen this. To be honest, I should make an automatic brewer. I don't know why I haven't ever done one. I guess I just don't really use pots enough for it to be worth it, but again, very cool. Another room that you know very well is the storage room, so I'm not going to do that. I'm always in here. Yeah, there's some rooms that I used a very, very high amount. Not going to dwell on those too much. It's dark. Let's get some sleep. And next door to my house is the doghouse. They've got a little bell you can ring. See how they're doing. The dogs aren't here at the moment. You know exactly why though, don't you? Oh, and I remember the copper roof used to be copper and now it's changed colour. I never thought about that. I should have waxed it and I forgot to. Oh man, I did not think about that. I might replace those because, oh wow, that's a really cool thing though. Yeah, that roof used to not be green. It's been there for a long time now, so I guess it's okay. So I pretty much showed you everything in my house. One of the cool builds that was, I think this could be one of my favourite builds, is the volcano. That was built, as I said, partway through the new update. Well, partway through between 3000 and 4000. And look at it. It's just a cool build. I've always wanted to build a volcano. I think the snow on it adds another dimension to it as well. I really do like the volcano build, but I didn't want it to just be a volcano build. I wanted it to have a purpose. So inside the volcano, there's a lot of lava, as you can imagine. You can see up there, which I think is cool. And then a massive furnace array, which works really well. I've not got anything to smelt, but whatever you put in here gets equally distributed among all the furnaces, making it very efficient, very smooth, very nice build indeed. We've got Tails. He was added to go next to Sonic. I think Knuckles has got to come at some point. A lot of people have requested Knuckles, so I will add him at some point. But where? Where do you think, guys, could Knuckles go? Could he go down here? What do you reckon? If you agree, let me know to the left of Sonic. That could actually work so well. Tails there, Sonic there, Knuckles there. I like that a lot. I like that a lot indeed. I'm trying to just check out some other new things. Concrete converter back here. Very nice thing. Uses TNT duping, which I try to avoid. But you just, as you may have seen this as well, you know, recent viewers will see a lot of this. You just place concrete in there and it all goes down there. It's absolutely fantastic. Then we've got the penguin statue, which was one of the hardest things to build for me. To make it look not bad. To not look bad, I meant. Look. Yeah, you know what I meant. I want this feel of him being sat on the side of a mountain, which is kind of what it is. He's like sat in the mountain almost. Squashed into it. And I wanted to make it a golden mountain because why not? Why not, you know? And actually, guys, you see that statue? Well, if we go and look at the poster, that is what it is. On the gold, it's the statue. I mean, it doesn't exactly represent it the same. Maybe, you know, the penguin in sunglasses is slightly different from the skin of the statue, but you get the idea. I think it works very well. Also, right here, the rarest block in Minecraft. Put here by an Enderman. I have not touched it. If I break it, you know, this isn't canon though, so I can break it. But I wonder if I update the block. I think if I update the block, does it? No, it doesn't. But as you can see, this is not meant to be possible because, you know, when it's snow on top. If I break it, it just becomes a grass block. And it's gone forever. It's not gone forever, though, in the canon world, so don't worry about that. The main world still has it. This copy does not. Another massive addition to this world was the Emerald Palace. What a massive build that was, okay? How did I get all the emeralds? We will go there in a second to see, because that is another very cool build, but absolutely massive project this was. The doors aren't actually on at the moment because I wanted the villagers to go in. Now, it's kind of a bustling haven for these villagers. There's a lot more of them, as you can see, working away. The weird thing is, when it's bedtime, very few of them ever go upstairs to their beds. Instead, you just end up with all these jobless villagers that just sit around all day doing nothing, but except hire iron golems to come and protect them. This is like where the upper class citizens live. Up at the top, they don't work. They just do what they want. They just sleep all the time. And then down here is where the workers, the peasants, work. Yeah, hard at work, farmers, you name it. We've got them all down here. But it's I really like this. It's a really cool build, I think. A palace for villagers. To be honest, I put more work into building things for villagers than for myself. There's so many cool things that they have. Like, they've not only got that, they've got a massive town hall here as well, right in the middle of their village. Look at that. They can just live here. They work in there. They do sleep in here as well. So it's more than a town hall, really, isn't it? But they all work here, as you can see. And then if we go through here, they have the beds where they just sleep. They just sleep. They love a good sleep, do villagers. So that is the town hall. Like I said, the villagers get better looked after than I do. But at the same time, for a villager to be born, it's actually come from all the way up here, right? Okay, at the moment these trapdoors are shut. We'll just open them up, push them. So when a baby villager is born and it can walk through these trapdoors, it then has to fall so many blocks into here. So, you know, that's a pretty traumatizing experience. So I'm going to let the villagers off. They maybe deserve a bit of life of luxury, don't they? And whilst I'm in the vicinity of things I built fairly recently, an upgrade to the cobblestone/stone farm was a thing, where it now gives you me XP because of a load of portals down here. Now we can break this to get down. Load of portals, spawn pigmen, they go after the turtle egg, fall down here, okay, and then up they go, okay, all the way up to the top. From there, they go across. I actually don't think I need to go... I don't need to bring them this high, but it's kind of cool to see them floating along and going around. Then they drift all the way down. I need to not do this. I'm going to die, though, if I do that. Because they actually get entity crammed at the bottom. I need to stay out of that minecart, otherwise I will die. And as much as I said deaths aren't canon, it'd still be pretty embarrassing for me to die. So, we'll just let water flow out. Again, it doesn't matter. It's not part of the world. A world with no consequences. It's beautiful. Although maybe it would be nice to add a totem to my hand. That would be a good idea. And looking around, that's pretty much all of the new builds around spawn. Nothing much else than that. Netherite beacon constantly being worked on. Made a lot of progress on it in the last 1,000 days. I'm telling you, I'm going to get it done soon, okay? It's an absolute grind, but I am going to get it done soon. But as I was saying, where did I get all those emerald blocks from for that emerald palace? Well, if we just carry on over here, past... Oh, by the way, goats, screaming goats. This is the goat haven. But if we carry on over here, we have the new and improved raid farm, which is just so ridiculously powerful. It's very, very fast. It has a storage system that is crazy, and it's not actually the fastest one you can make now. An even better design has been come up with, but if I had the effect to start raids, then it would keep on repeating itself, and I'd stand here, keep breaking this, and I don't actually have the sword, but it would keep doing that and keep taking them all out, and it would work absolutely brilliantly. As you can see, it gets a lot of items, which I've taken most of the emeralds away with me, but you can see, look at that, shulker boxes of sticks, gunpowder. Yep, that's not really proving my point, but I've taken most of the stuff away from it. I don't really need to use it much at the moment, but it's very, very good indeed. And if I actually fly far, far away in this direction, you see 1.18 broke my last guardian farm because loads of mobs could spawn, so I created another one. I created an even better and bigger one. As you can see, guardians are spawning all the way down there. Look at them, in their thousands, all going through. They're then going through the portal, and in time, they will come down here. There we go. We're starting to succeed the sights of them. Then once down here, I could take them all out if I had a sword with sweeping edges. Oh, there's going to be loads of them now. Oh, we're going to get overrun with them completely now. But yeah, if I had a way to take them out, I would. My sword is in a shulker box somewhere at the moment. I need to find it. The shulker box is somewhere, and I'm not entirely sure. I think it's in the chest in my house. But for the purpose of showing you guys how this works, fashioned myself a diamond sword, and then we're just going to stand here. As you can see, a lot of them get taken out. If I had sweeping edge, a lot more of them would get taken out, but the majority of them, and you can see, look at the XP that just comes flowing in. Oh, it's beautiful. Loads and loads of XP from all of that. Very, very nice XP farm. Great way to get loads of prismarine stuff, because it's actually better than my other one because it has looting as well. So I drained an entire ocean monument for nothing really. I should probably make that ocean monument look a bit better or something, or fix that farm. Yeah, but I just haven't got the heart to go into every single cave and light it all up in so much of a radius, because it's going to be a lot of effort. But yeah, I should probably do that at some point. And if you didn't know, this is the old Guardian farm. I drained an entire ocean monument, built a massive cactus farm above it. Don't ask why, it's an XP farm. But this definitely was more affected back in the day, but it could be improved a lot. But I really do like it. I really do like this farm. Maybe I should fix it sometime, because yeah, it was the best XP farm I had. I did do a major thing in the nether in the last 1,000 days. This nether hub, before I just had a sad little portal on its own. It was really rubbish. Yeah, the worst thing ever. So I built this massive nether hub, which I absolutely love. I think it's such a cool build. And it's not even finished because I haven't built the things going in that way or in that direction. But building these two took so long. As you can see, they're just massive long tunnels. But I think it looks great. I think it's so much better than what I had before. It makes traveling around to places so much better as well. And what's this brought us to? Oh, the EOL farm. So whilst the EOL farm itself was built in 3,000 days, this entire storage system here and this system to sort them so I could get all the items was never there, was never complete before. So it took a lot of work and a lot of brain power to create something like this without using any water at all, only using ice, pistons, observers, all that good stuff. And it's absolutely mega. It just shows how much loot this farm gives you, because just look at the amount of shulker boxes there are to collect everything. It's a huge project, and I'm so glad I found a way to do it all. I was very proud of my abilities to do it. And if you want to see the EOL farm in action, you just have to stand on this platform. By the way, coordinates to everything, I'll try and put some coordinates in the description, a link to it. Otherwise, you'll just have to follow the directions that I go around in this world to have how you get to stuff. But as you can see, the EOL farm, everything is spawning itself. Look at that. Beautiful. So yeah, because it thinks it's dark down there, even though it's broad daylight. And also bats come through this portal so that no bats will no longer spawn down there. And as you can see, a ridiculous amount of mobs spawn extremely fast on this farm. I'm going back to the nether and then follow the tunnel all the way back. I have another very cool build. To be honest, it's a lot of very cool builds in the nether. I think I did a lot more stuff in this dimension. There's some more farms that I still want to show you as well, which are very OP compared to the old versions of those farms that I had. In fact, a brand new farm as well, which was very much needed. But this portal, you may or may not know what this leads to. The end portal room. Yes, I need a proper end portal room. Once upon a time, ladies and gentlemen, this was a stronghold. But after quite a bit of transformation, also removing the end portal blocks around the edge, we ended up... Well, I ended up, I suppose. You're kind of involved in this journey, guys. With a very cool build. It's got black all the way around, black concrete, a massive sphere, then glass around that, and then all this decoration. And I think it's it's very futuristic looking, isn't it? Very modern looking. I absolutely love the entire build. And then if I go ahead and jump on through, we've got the end as well, which has a wither obsidian farm. I can't remember if I built this before 3,000 days. I get the feeling like I might have done. It's a bit broken right now because TNT issues. TNT issues, guys. You don't want to know anything more about that, but I'll fix this as and when I need it. But if you look at how much obsidian I have, I don't actually know if I have any here per se, but I have a staircase somewhere. I can't even find it, guys, you know. Where is the staircase? Oh, it's over here. There we go. I should build some sort of entrance to it so I can see it, because it's quite difficult. I don't know if I have any obsidian left down here, do I? Or did I? I got a little bit left, but actually all the obsidian that I got from it got me like 20 shulker boxes worth of obsidian, so I never have to worry about it again anyway. And what's the new thing I built in 4,000 days? Yes, a machine that can one-shot the dragon. Now, where are the end crystals? That is a very good question. I was going to say an excellent question, but it's a extremely excellent question. I don't know the answer to that. Did I not put them? I must have put them up here in a chest. If I had a brain, they'll be up here in a chest, okay? That's going to be the question on everybody's mind. Did I put him up here on a chest? And it looks like the answer is no, I did not. Where did I? Does anybody remember where I put the end crystals? I don't. Probably back at my house somewhere. I'll be right back. And now armed with my 64 end crystals, let's one-shot the Ender Dragon. And now we put the end crystal right here. Oh my goodness, I didn't put an arrow in. Hold on. I've made a rookie error here, guys. I've got no arrows there as well. Oh dear, oh dear. So it looks like we'd have to just defeat the dragon the old-fashioned way. And now that all of them are broken, I can get to work defeating it. That's mission accomplished. Now I have some arrows and can now do this properly. So the end crystal goes in there. The dragon is being summoned. And the moment it appears, as you can see, things are happening up there. And it gets one-shot defeated. That is how you battle an Ender Dragon. Like a pro. That took way more effort to show you guys than it ever should have done. But now I can show you more things that I built in the nether. Some really cool farms that I'm very pleased with. And to get to them, we're going to have to go in this direction. And I haven't even started on showing you guys the stuff that spawn as well. There's so much there that I want to talk about. But this is the nether perimeter in this direction. Of course, you've probably seen the perimeter itself. It was a massive project. The idea of it was to get loads of ancient debris. Didn't really get as much as I would have liked for the time I put into it. Did get a lot, don't get me wrong, but not as much as I would have needed to make a beacon. But the cool thing about this is the fact that it now allows me to make much faster mob farms. Namely, the gold farm. Pigmen spawn on those platforms if I just go and stand all the way down here. Yeah, pigmen spawn on the platforms, walk into the portals, and are dealt with on the other side before sending their items, as you can see, through this portal. So the items, yeah, get shot through this portal, then down there and across all of these ice pathways. I had to transport them back to where I was, but I'm kind of an expert on ice pathways after the EOL storage, and then the nuggets go into here. It's a very cool system, using observers, slime blocks, all of that good stuff. But I wanted to use this perimeter for more than one farm, so I designed a fortress farm. This is massive, and it took a lot of redstone, took a lot of effort. The main reason being because of these lamps. I wanted to have a way to turn this farm on and off. The reason being for this, that while this farm is on, it will be affecting the rates of the pigman farm slightly, because mobs will spawn in here for a second and stuff. So if I turn it on, all the lights are on now. Nothing can spawn in this farm, leaving the pigman farm to be able to run at full capacity. I could go through this portal, show you what happens on the other side, but that's not going to work. I think using maybe replay mod to show you would be better, because there's going to be a lot of mobs through there. But this is where mobs are going to come through here. So if I just stand here and wait, the mobs will start coming through. And basically what's going on the other side is mobs are coming through and pushing the mobs in front of them to eventually go all the way around and back through another portal. And because it takes longer than 30 seconds for the mobs to come through, they then go ahead and are able to come back through. Because they take longer than 30 seconds to get pushed around, should I say, they can then come back through a portal. It works fine. And it's actually a great XP farm as well. I get loads and loads of XP from this as well, which is very nice, because Blaze actually drop more XP than normal mobs. They're like the same as Guardian, so it's a great XP farm too. This is just a massive item collection system that will send the items all the way through down here. Can we follow it down as well? We can grief what we want. They fall all the way down there into a cobweb and then into this system, which will then push them all the way down here. So the blaze rods don't come this far, but any gold nuggets and stuff will go in this chest as well, just so that they're not wasted. Plus, whenever I've got gold ingots, I can go ahead and just put those on here. If I just kind of push them against that, then as you can see, we can send those down to those guys at the bartering farm, who will go ahead and barter the stuff and just watch it come through. Look at them go. So they send it, it drops through the powdered snow, and it does all go in that portal. Now then, let's watch it all come through the other side, because it also gets sorted. But I can use water for the sorting system, which makes it way better this time. But yes, it's basically my new and improved bartering farm. So as you can see, when they barter, I'm just going to give them a moment. Trust me, it looks really, really cool when it all does come through, and it should do any moment, because I'm loading the chunk by throwing something through. At least I hope I am. I'm not going to keep talking anymore. I'm going to wait. Apparently the issue was that they used up all the gold. No wonder no more items were coming through. But as you can see, this time the items just appear through, go through the system, and are all collected up one way or another. And nothing makes it to the end. Every single thing gets... I think maybe actually the pots and the iron boots will get burnt, because I don't need those really. They're not really anything I want to keep. But yeah, you can see they just go around, and it all gets collected up by this cool hopper sorting system. And also that's the part of the blaze farm, as you can see over there, they go through. So it's all close to each other really, one way or another. And if I go back above the bedrock and follow this trail of blackstone slabs, you'll see that I did extend the gas farm. Works well, did that in 4,000 days. I'll show you a quick thing. Basically, yeah, gas will spawn and go straight through a portal, and then I will just be able to take them out like this very easily. You can't really see them spawning at the moment, but every 15 seconds you can see loads of gas through. It's actually a very, very efficient farm, as you can see, and I end up getting loads of gas tiers and loads of gunpowder. So many portals here. It's quite a lot of a lot of spawning space for them. I just had a lot of fun. If you wonder what this lava cube is, it connects to the raid farm. Ravagers that come through the raid farm get sent through this portal into here, and the lava does the rest, as you can imagine. Another farm here, basalt farm. So if I go ahead and mine basalt, just watch this, okay? Look at the speed that it regenerates. It's so fast, isn't it? And that's because the lava moves much faster in the nether. So I can building one of these in the nether is much better than building one not in the nether. So we can just go and keep doing this, getting loads and loads of basalt. We've got hopper minecarts underneath picking them up. As you can see, you end up with a decent amount pretty quick. We just got like 3 stacks worth. Very, very fast indeed. And that's pretty much all of the nether farms that have happened up until 4,000 days. But as I said before, there is some other cool stuff that I want to show you at spawn. Another massive project farm, as you can see. I always think it looks cool with those tunnels as well. But the old iron farm, it's had its day, you know. It got broken by the shulker farm and stuff. The shulker farm? Did I show you the shulker farm? I honestly, I can't remember when I built the shulker farm, but there is a shulker farm at spawn, which I can show you as well. Had its own fair share of disasters, but it is a very, very cool one. But this is spawn, home of some of the coolest builds ever. None more so than this mega base. This mega base, which I haven't actually used as a base just yet. The inside of that will be turned into one, but it's absolutely massive. It looks cool, doesn't it? Just look at it. It took so much effort to build, and I just feel like I wanted to build some huge creation, and yeah, it took a lot of concrete, a lot of stuff, but I think it really, really does look cool. It makes everything else look pretty pathetic in comparison to it, but I really, really like it. So yeah, this is spawn. As I said, well, over there we have the mob switch. Very, very useful thing with shulkers. You probably know about this, but this is how I disable mobs in my world. Basically, we've got the spawn chunks here and then the spawn chunks end. And if the shulkers are pushed outside the spawn chunks, mobs can spawn. But if they're pushed back into spawn chunks, mobs can't spawn. So pistons do that. Works really well. No problem with that. Speaking of shulkers, we have here a shulker farm. Basically, we've got snow golems inside here. If I can just maybe do it. Yeah, we've got snow golems underneath. And they are constantly shooting snowballs at shulkers who get mad, duplicate themselves, and then when a duplicated shulker goes onto the wall, it opens up and goes straight through the portal, gets taken out. I get loads of shulker shells. It works really, really well. Honestly, I have millions of shulker shells now. I never need to run that farm again. I don't think I'll ever use them all up. So very proud of that. And what's this massive farm that I'm just floating around? Well, it's got these tamed evokers in. Yeah, these evokers, they're not evokers, they're vindicators. So I'm inside his trousers. We don't want to be there, do we? But these vindicators, crossbows are broken, so they can no longer hurt the villagers. They can't shoot or anything. And if I go ahead and go to this lever here, push it, you'll see that they go around and look what happens. They upset the villagers because there's an evoker near them who wouldn't get upset by that. And 3 golems spawn. Look at that. You can get up to 3 golems. I think maybe even 4 is possible. I could be wrong, but basically they spawn a good amount of golems. In fact, is that 4? Yeah, I think 4 golems spawned here. So you can see just how good it is. Are we going to get another 4 here? How many? So it upsets the villagers. He waits there for the second while the villagers get upset. They spawn up to 4 golems. And then those golems fall all the way down into lava. The items get pushed and they will land in various places. Mainly in here, where they'll then float along. Yeah, they come from all different directions, as you can see, though. And then they come into this system where the hoppers pick them up, and then they go into chests. But as you can see, I've got a ridiculous amount. Okay, I haven't got a ridiculous amount of bone meal, really, but yeah, basically, I think all these hoppers are backed up. Yeah, look at that. They're all filled with items. I ran the farm for not that long. I've completely maxed it out for storage. I should maybe, I don't know, reset the storage or something to let things, but that's why it's turned off, because too much iron, guys. First world problems. I literally have more iron than I know what to do with. If you've got an idea for what I could do with all the iron, I could literally cover the entire world in iron at this point. So much of it. Another cool build I made, the warped wart block farm, which is what I use to make the nether hub, because I need a lot of warped wart blocks, a lot for the tunnels as well. Basically, doesn't use TNT duping, because I try to avoid using TNT duping for farms where I can. And this one, as you can see, it's got no TNT in it at the moment, which won't make it work. But basically, they keep growing the nether wart farms, the warped wart farms, so say the tree keep growing the trees, they keep getting blown up, and then new ones can grow because they're constantly getting bone meal down here. And yeah, it's just basically based on non-stop bone meal. I can kind of turn it on and you'll maybe see what I mean if I can remember where the switch is to turn it on. It's somewhere around here. There we go. So it's on now. You can see these are constantly getting bone mealed and then broken. Bone mealed, broken. What happens if a warped fungi spawns, okay? Still not. So these are roots, so nothing's happening. Still roots, so they just get broken. Still roots, so they get broken. And eventually, to the level of RNG... Okay, well, it's kind of broken anyway. I think because on this side, the pistons can't be pushed anymore. That's because it's not been blown up and stuff. If I go like that, you can see there was a warp block there, but anyway, it does work, guys. It's just been a little bit broken at the moment because I've not got the TNT running it. That's what's broken it. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, that is more or less everything that I have done in the last 1,000 days and beyond. Look at the old shulker farm here. I've tried to add in a few extra things that maybe the old, well, the newer viewers haven't seen as well. But there's loads of world tours for everything. So yeah, this is, I'm very, very proud of this world, as you can imagine. I'm going to keep going. 5,000 days is going to be a massive milestone. Main goal, Netherite Beacon. But like I say, guys, the download link's in the description. If you enjoyed this video and you're new, get yourself subscribed because there's more 100-day stuff coming. And yeah, as I said, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.